Hello, my name is Chris, and I am going to review the 2016 Honda Civic Base Coupe with manual transmission. There is no cheaper version of this vehicle available. I hope you'll enjoy this review, and I hope you'll find it useful and interesting. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, I hope you'll enjoy my unique perspective. The base model of this coupe in Canada begins for about $19,000 and some change, plus shipping and taxes. Overall, it felt like a reasonable value. Although initially I didn't find the exterior styling that appealing, it is growing on me with its various curves and profile. I think it looks pretty good. In case you're curious, below I'll leave in the comments links to the review of the 2016 Coupe Touring model with the turbo engine and the Touring Sedan. The trunk has a lot of space and has a big wide opening. The seats split 60-40 and fold flat, giving a wide pass-through. Very convenient. The front door is reasonably well styled with soft touch on the horizontal surface next to the window, which is quite a premium. All the control weights are set to Honda Easy. I felt that the brake pedal bit quite hard, surprisingly, in this vehicle. The interior is a nice place and there is a lot of room. Noise, vibration, harshness is low in the city, but there is a lot of noise on the highway. I'll talk about that later. The seat in tissue form was somehow more comfortable than a very similar looking seat in leather form. It was kind of weird. Unsurprisingly, the back seat is a bit cramped in headroom only. Anybody over 5'7" will have to start turning their neck to fit their head in. However, foot leg space is very good. The steering wheel is made of plastic and is uninspiring to hold. The infotainment screen has absolutely no problem dealing with sunlight. However, the lack of a volume knob really pisses me off. I say it in every video. Part of the climate control is unfortunately controlled by that info screen, and the car comes with heated seats. The instrument cluster is Honda Easy to consult. The previous generation Honda had a really cheap interior, and they have upped the craftsmanship and the quality of the materials. As you can see, no gaps, soft touch on the top of the dash, very high quality. The elbow rest has a nice tissue, which is usually plastic at this price point. This 2-liter engine has port injection, which means zero maintenance for the life of the vehicle, and it has 158 horsepower and 138 pounds of torque. With the manual transmission, it does 8.9 liters in the city and 6.1 in the highway, knock off almost a liter with the CVT, so a much more economical choice, that CVT, despite what many reviewers say. Honda have always been the kings of the manual transmission though, and that continues. Here are my thoughts on the road. Hello car lovers. Reviewing the 2016 Honda Civic Coupe base model with the manual transmission for the 3 of you out there who want to buy one. It's very good, very smooth. It's amazing how Honda can make a clutch that is so light yet have such a distinct friction point. It's kind of amazing to use. I've been driving around it for quite some time now and I never get sick of it. In fact, if I were stuck with a manual car, it would be this one I'd want. A remark though, that the Volkswagen base Golf that I drove about a month and a half ago, their manual transmission is much improved, and I would say that the difference between Honda, which is number 1, and all the others is becoming small. The gap is becoming smaller and smaller. Manufacturers are making their manual transmissions better. Putting my hands on the steering wheel, it feels distinctly plastic. You cannot get a more cheaper steering wheel than that. It is the base model. Other models do offer leather at that price, though perhaps other things of the car aren't as good. The engine is been tuned a little bit. I think it has 150 something horsepower. Feels wonderful. The transmission slash engine combination is always a Honda strong suit, continues here. I would say that this, for the gearing, it revs a little high on the highway, about 2,500 at 100 kilometers an hour, which is a bit in fuel economy 2016. And this car somehow feels louder than the high-end coupe and the high-end sedan that I drove earlier. So it really is loud. The seats have the same shape. However, I'm sitting very comfortable in them, despite them having a tissue that's not always that comfortable. It's fine. It's fine. I've been driving around for well over 30 minutes now, and my back is in great shape. I don't think Ross has a problem either. He's waving his head no. He's fine with them. Lots of space here. A bit lack of room for the legs. However, the center console tunnels in, and if you back up your seat a little bit, you'll find room for your legs. I'm somebody who sits close. Plenty of space in front. In back, pretty good space in back. The entry and exit is a little bit difficult, as with all two-door coupes, and there is lack of headroom. I've said all these things on my review of the Honda Civic Coupe about a month ago. I'm just repeating myself. Fuel economy is very good, as we can expect with all Hondas. This is a port injection, it doesn't have direct fuel injection, meaning that the maintenance issues of the intake valves that is inherent with the direct fuel injection cars, you won't have those issues in this car. A few gripes about this car. The rear view mirror is a bit small. I don't like that there's not a volume knob. I know you've heard it all before. I'm going to say it again. And also, I'm not fussy about the climate control being controlled by that screen. Ross makes the remark that when that screen gives out, you don't have any control of your AC anymore or your heating, which is really a big problem if you think about it, because, well, Hondas these are not just leases. People buy these and hold on to them for years, and if the radio breaks, well, they're going to have to get this screen fixed in order to get the climate control to work. So that is a long-term possible issue. Trunk room is fine, and as with all Hondas, the more you drive them, the more you own them, the more you appreciate them. They're so easy to drive. The bass sound system is okay for a $20,000-ish car. Ross just checked, I think it was 19 plus shipping plus taxes, something like that. Sounds completely reasonable to me. I'm feeling at least 20 grand here. Heated seats too. No problemo. No problemo. You've got this econo mode, you've got brake hold, you've got an electric parking. The electric parking, it takes a while to get used to. I'm not getting used to it, but that's fine, that's a detail. But on a manual car, it's more significant, I'd say, because it's something you're going to use more often. I love this concave out mirror for the driver. However, there is no blind spot assist with that camera underneath the rear view mirror. It doesn't have that on this car, though you do get a rear backup camera. All in all, I'm very satisfied with this vehicle. I would shop around. The Mazda 3 might be more your thing. The Volkswagen-based Golf might be more your thing, especially with the certain little intangibles of Volkswagen, such as their styling, their timeless styling, and their awesome driver input, such as a wonderful leather steering wheel, which this car doesn't have. But nevertheless, this Honda Civic Coupe in base model is a top-tier car, a must test drive if you're shopping in the compact class for a $20,000 vehicle. And that is the review.